Welcome to PMI National and International News. I'm Zoe Fatima here with you. Headlines today. 2 policemen, 2 civilians killed in terror attack in Jammu Kashmir's Spore. Downpour in Mumbai as authorities prep for weather department's red alert. 719 doctors died due to COVID during second wave, top medical body. Enforcement Directorate raids Telangana MP's house in 1064 crore fraud case. Centre's stand on COVID vaccine for pregnant women as matter reaches court. Indian origin journalist wins Pulitzer Prize for exposing China's detention camp for Muslims. Thousands march in support of Muslim family killed in truck attack in Canada. Iran regains right to vote in UN. Saudi Foreign Ministry launches an e-service to extend visitor visa validity. News in detail. 2 policemen, 2 civilians killed in terror attack in Jammu Kashmir Sopore. 2 policemen and 2 civilians were killed during a terrorist attack in Sopore town of North Kashmir this afternoon. 3 policemen were also injured in the attack, the police said. Official sources said the policemen were part of a patrol party that was on duty. The unit came under attack at Main Chowk in Sopore town, they said. 2 policemen and 2 civilians were killed on the spot. The injured, including 3 policemen, have been shifted to hospital. 2 policemen and 2 civilians were killed in the attack. 3 other policemen are injured, said Vijay Kumar, Inspector General of Police. Mr. Kumar said he has reached the attack site and an operation has been launched to track down the attackers. Downpour in Mumbai as authorities prep for weather department's red alert. Received heavy rainfall in the 24 hours till 8 am this morning. Although no major waterlogging was reported and local trains as well as city buses largely run as per their normal schedule, officials said. Mumbai had got some respite from rains on Friday morning after a downpour on 2 previous days brought the city to a halt. However, after a brief break, the city continued to get heavy rains throughout the day. The weather department, IMD, has issued an orange alert for Mumbai for today and a red alert for Sunday. Mumbai and Thane districts would very likely receive heavy to very heavy rainfall at a few places on Saturday, it has earlier said. After the IMD's forecast, the BMC also issued a high alert to all the agencies considering very heavy rainfall in the next 2 days. 719 doctors died due to COVID during second wave, top medical body. The Indian Medical Association IMA on Saturday said that 719 doctors have lost their lives due to coronavirus in the second wave of the COVID pandemic, with Bihar recording the maximum fatalities. According to IMA, Bihar recorded 111 deaths, Delhi 109, Uttar Pradesh 79, West Bengal 63, and Rajasthan 43. Among the southern states, Andhra Pradesh reported 35 deaths, while 36 doctors succumbed to the virus in Telangana. Tamil Nadu recorded 32 deaths, while Karnataka and Kerala reported 9 and 24 deaths, respectively. Enforcement Directorate raids Telangana MP's house in 1064 crore fraud case. The Enforcement Directorate on Friday conducted searches at the Hyderabad residences and offices of Telangana Rashtra Samiti (TRS) MP Nama Nageshwar Rao and the directors of Ranchi Expressway Limited in connection with a 1064 crore bank fraud case. Sources said. According to sources, searches were conducted at 6 locations in Hyderabad. Earlier, the High Court, taking suo motu cognizance, had ordered Serious Fraud Investigation Office to conduct a probe into the delay of completion the said project, which commenced in December 2012. Based on SFIO's report, CBI registered a case against executing company Ranchi Express Limited, Madhukon Group of Companies and other officials of Canara Bank. SFIO report has alleged consortium of banks led by Canara Bank has released Rs 1,029 crore without verifying the progress of the project, and in that around Rs 264 crore were diverted by the said companies and not used for the said project. Centre's stand on COVID vaccine for pregnant women as matter reaches court. A pregnant woman has approached the Delhi High Court seeking direction to the centre to include pregnant women in COVID-19 vaccination drive on priority basis. The High Court was informed by the Centre's counsel that the government is seized of the issue and will take a decision on the same. Nothing. The statement made by the Centre's counsel, Justice Amit Bansal, said, "No further orders are required and disposed of the woman's petition." Advocate Vasudha Jutsi, representing the woman, said the petitioner is in advanced stage of pregnancy and desires to get vaccinated on priority basis. She sought direction to the government to issue a fresh notification to include pregnant women in the vaccination drive on priority basis. Saudi Foreign Ministry launches an e-service to extend visitor visa validity. Saudi ministries have launched an e-service that allows visitors coming to the kingdom to extend the validity of their unused or expired visitor visas due to a travel ban imposed by the coronavirus disease, COVID-19 pandemic. The kingdom will allow a cost-free extension granted on the directives of King Salman for those who were suspended from entry to 20 countries previously announced in February. The initiative, launched by the Saudi Foreign and Interior Ministers and the General Directorate of Passports, would allow the extension of visas until July 31st, 2021. Travelers who wish to extend their visitor visa can head a ministry's e-platform to perform the necessary extension. Thousands march in support of Muslim family killed in truck attack in Canada. Thousands of people marched on Friday in support of a Canadian Muslim family run over and killed by a man driving a pickup truck last Sunday in an attack the police described as a hate crime. The 4 victims, spanning 3 generations, were killed when Nathaniel Weltman, 20, ran into them while they were out for an evening walk near their home. A 5th family member, a 9-year-old boy, survived. People in London, Ontario marched about 7 kilometers, 4.4 miles, from the spot where the family was struck down to a nearby mosque. The site close to where Weltman was arrested by police. The attack sparked outrage across Canada, with politicians from all sides condemning the crime, spurring growing calls to take action to curb hate crime and Islamophobia. Weltman made a brief court appearance on Thursday and will return to court on Monday. He faces 4 charges of first-degree murder and 1 of attempted murder. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has called the killings a terrorist attack and vowed to clamp down on far-right groups and online hate. Iran regains right to vote and UN Tehran, Tasneem. Iran's ambassador to the United Nations said the country has regained its voting rights in the UN General Assembly after paying its dues in areas to the UN, lashing out at the US for keeping the sanctions that have frozen Tehran's foreign assets. Illegal US sanctions have not just deprived our people of medicine, they have also prevented Iran from paying our dues in areas to the UN, Majid Takhtravanchi announced on his Twitter account on Friday. After more than 6 months of working on it, the UN today announced it has received the funds, the envoy noted. UN Deputy Spokesman Farhan Haq announced on Friday that Iran had paid the minimum amount, 16 crores 251 lakhs 298 rupees, and was able to vote in Friday's election for 5 new members of the UN Security Council. Iran lost its voting rights in January, and Secretary General Antonio Guterres said in a letter circulated June 2 that Tehran had still not paid the minimum and would continue being unable to vote, along with Central African Republic. Saudi Foreign Ministry launches an e-service to extend visitor visa validity. Saudi ministries have launched an e-service that allows visitors coming to the kingdom to extend the validity of their unused or expired visitor visas due to a travel ban imposed by the coronavirus disease, COVID-19 pandemic. The kingdom will allow a cost-free extension granted on the directives of King Salman for those who were suspended from entry to 20 countries previously announced in February. The initiative, launched by the Saudi Foreign and Interior Ministers and the General Directorate of Passports, would allow the extension of visas until July 31st, 2021. Travelers who wish to extend their visitor visa can head a ministry's e-platform to perform the necessary extension. 111 militants killed in 24 hours in Afghanistan. At least 111 Taliban militants were killed in the last 24 hours across Afghanistan, the Ministry of Interior said in a statement. Following a series of government forces' air and ground operations, 111 Taliban fighters have been killed and 79 others wounded in Wardak, Kandahar, Uruzgan, Zabul, Badghis, Faryab, Nimroz, Helmand, Takhar, and Badakhshan provinces in the past 24 hours. Xinhua news agency quoted the ministry statement issued on Friday as saying, "The forces also detected and foiled 12 explosive devices in different parts of the country." The statement added. The Interior Ministry, however, did not say if there were any deaths among the security forces. Since the official withdrawal of the US and other NATO troops in Afghanistan on May 1st, the Taliban have intensified attacks on provincial capitals, districts, bases, and checkpoints. Tens of thousands of Afghans have been displaced in the past few weeks. The withdrawal of international troops is due to the completed by September 11 at the latest. PMI News, Hyderabad.